Itamastu ma vidvisha vahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, Pratyek ji finished verse 26 and you are in 27. So, is continuity of earlier 25 and 26, where Bhagavan mentions that, if you worship devatas, and which are also Bhagavan's forms, but you get limited results, what you wanted. So, whereas Gita is a moksha shastra, and like Upanishads, the moksha shastra, but Bhagavan also gives, Lord Krishna here, the means to prepare the mind. Whatever the obstructions come in the mind to understand this teaching, to gain moksha. Moksha means freedom from sorrow. And so in that verse 25 was worshipping to devatas. Well, Bhagavan says, worshipping me means Ishwara, and Ishwara is in the form of moksha. Moksha is nothing but knowing Ishwara. So on 26th, Bhagavan says, I am very easy to pleased. You can offer me a leaf, you can offer me a flower, you can offer me a phalam, a fruit, piece of fruit. I am pleased. It's easy. So, and we'll discuss, what is mean by pleasing Ishwara. So, whereas in 27th now, continuity. So, if you could repeat with me, Yat karo shiyadashnasi, yajjuhoshi dadasi yat, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. So, yat karoshi, whatever you do, yad ashnasi, whatever you eat, yat jihoshi, whatever rituals you do, homas, fire rituals, yat dadasi, whatever you give as dhanam, yat tapasyasi, whatever religious disciplines you do, tapas, kaunteya, hey Arjuna, tat kurushva madarpanam, do that as an offering to me. So, knowing Ishvara, you require it's all knowledge. The whole teaching is in the form of knowledge, because the problem is avidya, ignorance of knowing yourself. There's no other problem. You are already free. If you are not free, if you had to be made free, you will never become free, because then your swarupa is bondage. Because you are already free, and the bondage is superimposed, it's not a real entity. Therefore, moksha is possible. So here, but what you require a mind which is ready for it, because it's a knowledge. And what you require is, so what are the obstructions in the mind? The obstructions there are two thieves, okay, which rob away your freedom, which are the main thieves on the way to your goal. And they are paripanthi now, they are robbers. Okay? They are indriyasya arthe ragatveshau vyavasthitau tayor navasham agachet tauhi asya paripanthinau. That's in Gita chapter 3:34. It has gone by. These ragas, dveshas, likes and dislikes. I like this person, I don't like this person. I like this color, I don't like this color. I like this car, I don't like this car. I like this food, I don't like this food. Ragas and dveshas. They are the one really, everything else can fit into that. They rob away your peace of mind and shanti, shanti in your mind. So that free from these conflicts in the mind is the purity of the mind, called is antakarna shuddhi. Shuddhi means raga dvesha, neutralizing them. Okay? So raga dvesha is not simple likes and dislikes, but they are binding likes and dislikes. Means I like this thing so much that I cannot be without it. I like this person so much, I cannot be without it. I hate this thing. I don't like this thing. I cannot be happy without getting rid of this thing or adding this person. So this is called binding ragas and dveshas. They are not simple ragas and dveshas. Say somebody likes apple, some other one person likes banana, okay. But when the child says, I hate bananas, hey, what the banana has done to you to be hated? Nothing. But that's a binding desire. So these are the ones which are obstructions on the path to freedom. So this one, ragas and dveshas, so they have to be taken care of. So this verse says you don't have to do anything. You just have to change the attitude. Attitude in the mind. That whatever I do, yat karoshi, okay. So that change in the attitude requires shraddha. Shraddha is not just belief. Shraddha is, because it's knowledge, so understanding is involved. So an understanding is, how would we know the nature of Ishwara? How would you know nature of yourself? How would you know about Jagat? You cannot know by your 5 sense organs. 5 sense organs are only meant for objects of the sense objects. They are from the senses. They only meant to know that. Atma is not an object. It is a subject. So how would you know Atma? How would you know who is the Jagat Karnam? How would you know the nature of Jagat? How would you know the nature of yourself? 5 sense organs won't help. So there is 6th pramana, means of knowledge, which is in the form of Shabda pramana. Shabda pramana means words. Words also can give you knowledge. Words are powerful. Person, if you use certain words, remembers for years. Because they are means of knowledge. So the Vedas are in the form of, and Bhagavad Gita in the form of words. But then the question comes, well, even though words, but the words in the dictionary are from the dictionary. And the words you know are only about the objects. The things which you can know from the 5 sense organs. These are the words, only words you know. So how would the words give the teaching of Atma? Because if they're unknown words, let's say I say Atma is Gaga Bugai, like Puja Swamiji uses the word. How would you understand what Atma? Atma is Gaga Bugai. You won't understand. Even if we say Atma is Anantam, have you seen anything Anantam, limitless? No. But the word, so what kind of word Shastra has to use to give the clarity, to give the knowledge? So these words, same words are used, which are words used which you can understand, but their bhaga tyaga lakshana. They are lakshana words, shabdas. Lakshana means a part of it is removed by the teacher. And the root meaning is maintained. What happens, and the context is created. Suppose you are in a racetrack, and your friend says, with your friend says, look, the white is running, white is winning. And there are red horses, there are white horses. The white horse is one, there are red horses, and there are other color horses. But your mind picks up that it is the horse, even though the horse word was not used, because the context is there. And the same word is used, what you understand. But bhaga tyaga, the part horse was eliminated. But other words were used, winning. But the context is racetrack. You picked up the knowledge, the white horse is winning, even though the horse word was not used. Same here. The words are used, Satyam Jnanam Anantam or Satchit Ananda. But these words, you know Sat, existence things. Sat means existence. Awareness, you know people are aware for being. So Satchit, you understand only this. So how to show this same word Chit for Atma? Same word Sat for Atma. Not the existence what you know of the objects. Atma is not an object. It is a subject. So that's where the teaching comes in. So here, so Shraddha is required. Shraddha in Shastra until understanding takes place. It's not just faith. It's not just belief. Shraddha is an attitude. Because the teaching is in the words of Shastra, Shabda Pramana, the Shraddha in the Shastra is required. Until the understanding takes place. You can say, how do we know understanding took place? Okay, I have Shraddha in the Shastra. But how do you know my understanding took place? How do you know that I understood? How do you verify it? The Shastra says is correct. And Shastra is a pramana, is a means of knowledge. The proof is because you are present here. Shastra is talking about you. It's not talking about heaven. It's not talking about remote you. They are talking about you, the Atma, sitting here. And if they can make you see who you are, what is your Swarupa, how you are, your Swarupa and Ishwara Swarupa are one and the same. If they can make you see, then you know Shastra is correct. Then you don't require Shraddha because you already are sitting here. You come to appreciate yourself as a free being. They say it's like a amla placed on your hand. It's as clear as it is like this. The teaching. You don't have to wait. It is here and now. This teaching shows the result. So Shraddha requires in Shastra, and the Shastra says there is Ishwara. Shraddha requires there is Lord, because you don't see the Lord. But there is Ishwara who is the Jagat Karnam, who is the cause of the Jagat, who manifested the Jagat. Okay? So, and you are not there. Before Jagat, before manifested, you are not there. So you can't prove, oh, yeah, I saw that Bhagavan manifesting the Jagat. You are not there. But the Shastra said Ishwara was there. Sadev idam agra asit. In the beginning there was only Sat. Sa ikshata. He saw the unmanifest Jagat. Sa aikshata. He saw. So Shraddha, in the words of the Shastra, that there is Ishwara. Ishwara is the cause of this Jagat. So then question comes, okay, if Ishwara manifested the Jagat, cause is always non-separate from karna. I mean, the effect is always non-separate from karna. Karya is always non-separate from karna. If you have a shirt, which is cotton shirt, the shirt is non-separate from the cotton fiber. The cotton fiber is non-separate from the cotton. Similarly here, Ishvara is the karnam and Jagat is the manifestation of the Jagat which was unmanifest. Okay? Because there's no other thing other than Ishvara is infinite. Ishvara is limitless. There's no other place where you can pick up the material. It's the same material. Ishvara is the same material. Upadan karnam as well as nimitta karnam. So if karana inheres in the karya, so understand, if the karana, the cause, inheres in the karya, in the effect, like cotton inheres in the fabric, in a shirt. Now, if you want to see cotton, where would you go? If Ishvara is the cause, karna, karya is jagat, you want to see Ishvara, where would you go? The very jagat is Ishvara. You don't go anywhere else. Jagat is the karya, karna is Ishvara. When you see the jagat, you see Ishvara. This is what the Shastra says. You see a tree, you see Ishvara in that form. You see another person, it's Ishvara in that form. You see space, space is Ishvara. Akasha, Vayu, Vayu is Ishwara. Apa, water is Ishwara. Agni is Ishwara. Prithvi is Ishwara. Where the cause is, where the effect is, that's where the karna is. If you see a clay pot and you want to see clay, the cause of it, where would you look at? You will look at the pot. Because the pot is in the form of clay. The clay is in the form of pot. The clay inheres in the pot. So here, so that our Ishwara, this Ishwara, who manifests this Jagat and whose nature is Satchit Ananda. So in this Jagat, so this is the vision of the Shastra, that Ishvara is Jagat Karnam. So with this, but what is his Surupa? His Lord's Surupa is, he is a Karta, he manifested the creation, and from his own Swarupa is Satchit Ananda, or Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Ananda is equated to Anantam, limitless. Anytime you have a experience of joy, it's always Purna. You experience the limitlessness. It's not the object. It's your own Swarupa shows up. It's from Anand Swarupa. So here, how to gain this vision? So your Swarupa is Satchidananda, Bhagavan's Swarupa is Satchidananda. How to see this identity? Even though Jagat is vast, I can't say, when you are saying, my nature and Ishwara's nature is same, but I am not Sarva Shaktiman. I got my back pain. I get frequently sick. I'm having so many difficulties. If I was Ishwara, I should be Sarva Shaktiman. But that's not so. There is a difference in upadhi. Even though nature is the same. Your upadhi means limiting adjunct. You become an individual because your upadhi is one deha. Your upadhi is one sukshma shrira. That upadhi limits you. Whereas Ishvara's upadhi is the whole jagat. So difference is in upadhi wise, not by swarupa wise. Which we'll see further. Anyway, so to understand this, that my Swarupa and Ishvara Swarupa are one and the same, that's where the sentence Vakya comes, Tattvamasi, is identity between the Swarupa of the individual and Ishvara. Okay. So now this understanding, they are not just words, they are the vision. To get this vision, what do I require? You do require a prepared mind. There's no other requirement. A human mind is capable of understanding. You require, because it has a free will, number one. Secondly, it has a mind which is capable of understanding. free will requires effort. You came to the classes, you put effort. People who are watching live streaming, they're putting effort. They are not busy in other things, they are listening. That's where free will comes in. And free will is required. And human mind can understand that upadhi because it can do vichara. It can do analysis. So here, so how to make this human mind capable of understanding this teaching? And Bhagavan makes it very easy. Okay? This is where the verse is, which we are covering now. Bhagavan says, whatever you do, laukik karma, laukik, whatever you do, like you are cooking, you are cutting vegetables, offer it to Ishwara. He says, yat karoshi, whatever you do, okay, tad kurushva mad arpanam, may you offer that to me, Bhagavan says. So you are cooking, you are cutting vegetables, Ishwara arpanam astu. You are taking kids to the school, Ishwara arpanam astu. You are going to the office, Ishwara arpanam astu. You are doing a project, Ishwara arpanam astu. You are taking a bath, Ishwara arpanam astu. Whatever you do, laukik, this is worldly things, but in keeping with dharma, not against dharma, because dharma is also Ishwara. Ishwara is dharma. Law of karma is Ishwara. So whatever in keeping with dharma, whatever you do, offer, Bhagavan says, offer it to me. Then Vedic karma also. You're doing puja, you're doing studies of the Shastra, you're chanting Shastra. That's Vedic karmas. That also Bhagavan says, offer this to me. Laukik or Vedic. Okay. Then Bhagavan says, whatever you offer, okay, this is a very beautiful thing. Whatever you offer, okay, knowing yourself that I am limited. I am limited in knowledge. I am limited in my Shakti capacity. I am limited in my upbringing, whatever the way I was brought up. Limited in my knowledge, which I mentioned. I'm limited in every aspect. Okay. So whatever knowledge you have gathered, whatever experiences you have, see, you do actions, you take decisions, whatever knowledge you have. Now, whatever database you have in your brain, you make decisions based on that database. That's why to make better decisions, you increase your database in your mind. Then you have different factors, you are able to make a wise decision. That's why increasing the knowledge is very important. But whatever you have is all limited. So you don't know all the other factors involved in law of karma. See, there is a law of karma. The Shastra mentions that. And there is karma. And the karma will bring results. It's avashyam bhavi. Any karma we do, karma phala will be there. That's why if somebody hurt you, karma phala, you have shraddha, that there is law of karma, it will be taken care of. You don't have to get upset. Whatever the person does, the result will be there. Avashyam bhavi. It will definitely happen. Not today, tomorrow. People complain, well, this person does so many bad things, but he is enjoying the life. And I'm doing pujas and all that. And I am suffering. How come? Some old good karmas the person has done. He's enjoying the fruits of those karmas. But this karma, which he is doing now, the result will come. You can't avoid. This is the law, Ishwara's law of karma. That's also you get it from the Shastra. There are devatas, you get it knowledge from the Shastra, from the Vedas. Those who are the department heads, they are called devatas. They take care of Bhagavan's creation. So they give the karma's results. You can't get away. Finally they come from Bhagavan, It's love. He's a karma phala data. So knowing this, and then it's everything is within law of karma. So this is my capacity. Bhagavan, that's all I have. It's a lot of factors are involved. My upbringing, my teachers, my schooling, my parents, the issue at home. The parents were healthy parents, not fighting with each other. Upbringing is good. Then, with these limited factors, that's all I can do. So you offer that, knowing very well, Bhagavan, I am limited in everything. And you have the law of karma. You know all the factors. So you know very well. So therefore, I offer whatever I can do, that's all I can do. So perhaps this is the way it's supposed to be. Whatever result I get, this is the way it's coming from law of karma. So I am offering this to you. The beauty of this is when you offer to Ishwara, and when result comes, okay, the result comes, you take it, change the attitude. What happens when you go to the temple and you bring some fruits and you give to the priest and offer it to Ishwara? Somebody brings flowers. Someone else brings sweets. So you offer to Ishwara. The priest offers it to Bhagavan and comes back and gives you, whatever he feels like giving. It could be a fruit, it could be a sweet, it could be flowers, anything. How do you accept it? You don't say if you get a sweet, priest, I am diabetes, I can't take this sweet. Can you give me something else which is not sweet? You can't. You accept it with great respect. It's coming from Ishwara. That's why the people who have diabetes, when somebody says this is a laddu from Balaji temple, oh, I will take it. That's called prasadam. So the attitude is Prasada Buddhi. It's only change of attitude. Same thing, but attitude is coming from Ishwara. Now Ishwara is karma phala data. So whatever karma you are doing, whatever karma you are doing, now you are offering to Ishwara. And what results come is prasadam. You have to take it as prasadam. Because the prasadam, you don't know the result, how the result came, because you don't know all the factors. Bhagavan knows all the factors. It might be your purva karmas, purva janma karmas, or purva karmas in this life. It may be karmas of other people surrounding you. It may be karmas of other people who are, suppose you are applying for a job and you did not get, the other person got a job, that job. Perhaps that person deserves the most, he was needed the most, he had no home, he has to take care of kids. Bhagavan knows all this. So you can get upset, oh, I didn't get this job, I'm so qualified. Because you have Prasada Buddhi. Whatever comes, it comes from Bhagavan, from Karma Phala Data. He is the Karma Phala Data. And that is Prasad. I accept it with great respect, Shraddha, I accept it. And I thank Bhagavan. Okay? No, this is a very important thing. Because suppose, many people complain, I'm worried. Why? Because I got laid off from this job, earlier job, and I'm trying to find another job. I can't find a job. I'm worried. And I have 2 kids. They have to go to college. They haven't finished their degree yet. I'm worried. And some of the people who have the job, they say, I am worried because this company is going to stay or not stay, I don't know. Worried. I'm not getting along well with my boss. Worried. I'm afraid, fear, that this company may close down. Fear. I'm depressed, there's not enough money. There's a mortgage on the house. I don't know what will happen. Anxiety. I can't sleep at night. Sleeplessness. My health is getting affected. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed. But suppose this person with attitude of Prasada Buddhi, let's say take one example of person who doesn't have a job. Now, for success to be in an action requires 3 things. Prayatna, effort. Kala, time. Daivam, grace of the Lord. These 3 things are required. Effort for a length of time, and grace, Ishwara's grace. Okay. So these 3 things. Now this person says, okay, I'm putting a lot of effort. I applied for 100 companies. And he's putting effort. His right is to do action. He applies hundreds of applications. And he offers it to Ishwara. Whatever comes, Bhagavan, it will be prasada for me, I'll accept it. Then he is relaxed, because I did my job, it's up to Ishwara now. He has to give me whatever he wants to give me, based on my karmas and other factors involved. So he may get the job, one job, whatever he wanted, or he may get better than what he wanted, he may get 2-3 jobs. Then he has a problem which one to take the job. He has to go to Bhagavan again. Please help me select which one should I take. They all 3 seem so good. Or he may get less. He gets a job, but it's a very low paying job. Or he may get opposite. He doesn't get a job. These are the only options he has. And if he doesn't get a job, if he has a Shraddha, he understands because the other factor, there might be some other reasons. It might be good for me not to do work right now. I have to take care of the children. I have to take care of the family. Or I have to take care of my health. Or something better is coming. And this may not be the right time. So, once you have Shraddha, that this is a prasadam from Bhagavan, you accept it. Then, if you accept it, you can just relax. Children are prasadam from Bhagavan, given to me. I do my best. We do our best to bring them up. But they have their own karmas also. They have to go through their own karma phalas. They come with their own destiny. You don't have a total control. You can relax. We did our best. Whatever phala comes, I take it as prasadam. And I pray for my children, for them to be well. But you inside, relaxed, worry-free, fear-free, because now you are in the hands of Bhagavan. And if you are in the hands of Bhagavan, Bhagavan says in another verse, Yoga Kshema Vahami Aham. I take care of yoga and kshema. Your well-being is nothing for Bhagavan. He is Sarva Shaktiman. He has the entire wealth with him. He has all the power. If you have health issues, he can just tweak these tanmatras a little bit. So, therefore, that Prasada Buddhi is very, very important. The Prasada Buddhi is called Karma Yoga. Karma with an attitude, it becomes a Karma Yoga. So, this is very, very important. Okay. So next is, so that is yat karoshi, whatever you do, offer it to Ishwara. Whatever comes result, you take it as prasadam with karma yoga attitude. Because your purpose is not small, even if you small results you go for, it's okay. You know, it's okay to offer the results. But remember, those results, even for Bhagavan, is not a big thing, but there's going to be temporary. A person who was working so hard, praying so hard, wanted to get a job, he got a job. Bhagavan said, okay, you're asking for a job, where's the job? No, he starts the job, he's worried, the worry is not going to go over. He's worried whether this company is going to stay in business or not. He's worried he's going to get laid off or not. He's worried is the relationship with the supervisor is going to go well or not. So all these things are there. So worry, what happened? The worry is still there. Temporarily, when he got a job, he's happy, but only very short-lived. Because the real problem is not solved. But this is good for a person who says, I am not interested in moksha yet. I have so many other responsibilities. You know, Bhagavan can wait. And Bhagavan says, yes, I can wait. I have been waiting for millions of years. I'm waiting for you to be ready. Don't worry, I'll wait. If not this janma, few more janmas I'll wait. So, okay, you want this job? Okay, you have a job. But then again other problems start. It doesn't end. So moksha, what is moksha? Moksha is not you get liberated and you fly away. It's not like that. Moksha is like Narada went to Sanat Kumara, okay? And he says, Shokam tarati atmavit. He goes to Sanat Kumara. For what? He says, I know so much knowledge. I know the grammars of different systems of grammars. I know, astrology. I know whatever you can think of. I know all these things. I can travel anywhere I want. All the three lokas, And but I am in sorrow. In spite of all this, I am well respected. Anywhere I go, they welcome me. I am a sage, but I am in sorrow. So that is Vivek Vichara. Person comes to understand, hey, these things are not going to solve my problem. They are okay for the time being, but they are not going to solve my problem. What will solve my problem? What the Narada went for. The teaching. Atmavit, knower of Atma, knower of the self. Shokam tarati, he crosses sorrow. And in any Upanishad you look at it. Gita, whole Gita you look at it. Same thing. Problem is solved, if you want to solve it, is by knowing Atma, knowing yourself. There is no other solution. Other solutions fall within the karma phala. That verse will come. That karma phala is a bandhan, is binding. Anyway, so yat karoshi, yad ashnasi. Okay? Whatever you eat, that doesn't mean unhealthy food or against the Shastra. Whatever you eat, which is acceptable to Shastra, dharmic, nutritious food, but whatever comes, yadricha labh santushtaha, whatever comes by chance, you accept it with grace. And there is in the Shastra also, in Taittiriya Upanishad, annam na nindayat, don't disrespect food. So in so example would be, now when you go for lunch at 12:30, yad richa labh santushta. You have to say, Bhagavan, this is a prasadam, whatever is there. You can't complain to the cook. No, I didn't want this. You should have given me something other. So what yad richa labh santushta, whatever comes onto your way. This is very important for the family. This issue comes up. Mom puts so much effort to cook, and husband comes home or the child comes from school. No, you cook again cauliflower. I don't like that cauliflower. I have a client. She cares for the family so much, and she knows what family likes. So rather than buying outside, because she knows that we don't know what they put in, outside fast food, she'll buy the same ingredients and cook it very nicely, that all good ingredients is good for the family. When poor woman makes it, they all have problem. Why? Because it doesn't taste as good as the outside one. Hey, she puts so much effort. how would she feel when all of you don't even eat that? You know, it hurts the other person. So here, whatever comes, yadricha labh santushtaha, be satisfied. Thank Bhagwan. This is a good food. It meant for survival. It will make me it's a nutritious food. You know. So yat ashnasi, whatever you eat, okay, offer that to me. And we do have, in Rishikesh you will see, you know, many sadhus have one dabba. You know, a stainless steel dabba, they carry with them. So this bhikshas happen in different ashrams. So they'll go to ashram or Kali Kamaliwala, wherever they offer free food for the sadhus. He has only one dabba. So dal in the same dabba. Chapati, same dabba, add it. Sabji, same dabba. Everything is in same dabba. Person is satisfied, happy. Okay. So this is the attitude of not going after taste, but more what is good for you. Okay. Now it also brings love in the family, respect in the family. Hey, if so much effort is put, it's okay, food is good. You know, we appreciate whoever has cooked and help, in fact, the person to cook. So that's another problem. You know, in our Indian families, they don't share the responsibilities. So this is becoming a problem. The woman also works, man also works. She comes home, she cooks, she takes care of the children, and she gets overwhelmed. Husband also works, so he has his own responsibilities. So then the complaints come, you know, duties are not shared. Chores, home chores. So here in this culture, they teach children right from childhood responsibilities. Because we are used to in India having a lot of help available, we are not used to doing dishes. We are not used to doing cooking all the time. You are not used to taking the kids to school. We are not used to taking the kids to gym or sports. But here you have to do it yourself. You can't hire outside services. But then here what happens then? The responsibilities has to be shared. These responsibilities have to be shared. If you don't share, then the conflicts happen in the family. You know, so that is important. You know, it's important that we share the responsibilities. Now, for ashnasi, whatever you eat, traditionally we offer food, you know, to pranas. Pranas are the one which digest food, which circulates food, essence of the food. So you offer pranay swaha, apanay swaha, smanay swaha, vyanay swaha, udanay swaha. So apana is, samana is digestive system, vyana is circulatory system, apana is throwing things out which are not necessary, and prana, with prana here the used word also for respiratory system, okay, breathing in and out. Udana is when when the person dies, then which part of prana pushes the sukshma sharira out, pushes the prana out and says goodbye to this body. Adios amigos, we are going. That is the job of udana. You know, it pushes the sukshma sharira out to go to take a next birth. So, when I was learning, I learned a technique because this was from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, you know. I said, Om Vasudevaya Namaha. Okay, what is that Vasudeva? First Om, okay, prana, everybody remembers, it's going to the prana. Vasudevaya Namaha. V for Vyana, A for Apana, okay, S for Samana, U for Udana. Om Vasudevaya. Then last one is Brahmane Swaha. Vasudevaya Namaha. Om Vasudevaya Namaha. Easy to remember. So all you have to say is Om Vasudevaya Namaha. In your mind it is, you know, what does those letters stand for. Okay. So that's we offer to Bhagavan, in the form, because Bhagavan is in the form of prana. So the whole Jagat is Ishwara. Whole Jagat is Brahman. Is Karya of Brahman, of Ishwara. Sarvam idam Jagat is Brahman. Brahmaiva sadamirva sarvam idam. That's why we respect everything, because Ishwara. Even you don't kick a chair or something in the culture. You respect. You don't kick. It's Ishwara. You don't kick Mother Earth. Ishwara. You don't, you know, if you touch, your feet touches the book, you ask for pardon. Goddess Saraswati, Ishwara. So in our culture, and we can also invoke Ishwara in any form, you know, because the whole creation, Jagat, is Ishwara. The Bhagavan became Jagat because there was no other material except Ishwara. Only Ishwara was alone there. So the prana is Ishwara. So we offer to prana, Lord who is in the form of prana, we offer, please take care of, I'm offering to you. Make this body healthy. Okay. So that, then you have Yat Juhoshi. Whatever homas, rituals you do. Joshi means rituals you do. And look at that. In the Shastra it's written, Yajna vai Vishnuhu. Yajna itself is Ishvara. Yajna vai Vishnuhu. Yajna itself is Ishvara. So whatever homa you do, it could be Shraut karma, like a Vedic rituals called Shraut karma from Shruti, like Agnihotra, etc. Or it could be a Smart karma. Smart karmas like Puranas, you know, so they are like Navagraha Homa and all that. So that is Smart karmas. So all these karmas you offer to the Lord. See, again, you are not offering, you know, we get the homas done for certain problems. You know, I do Mahamrityunjaya, I want health. So you want to do Mahamrityunjaya Homa. You know, the different homas are there, Agnihotra homas are there. So you do for some phala, which is okay. But here in Gita Shastra, it's for Moksha Shastra. So the person who's interested in moksha, and for that person, so these rituals, Bhagavan says, don't go for small results, for mumukshu. Don't go for small results. If they are obstruction in you, because they're causing you a lot of pain and all that, okay, you can do for phala. But the goal is that I want to be totally free. So I want to offer this to Bhagavan. I am not interested in small results. I am interested in Antakarna Shuddhi, neutralizing ragas and dveshas. Neutralizing ragas and dveshas in the mind is very important. for you to have understanding to take place. This is how is not only in this Shastra is mentioned. This is the way. The mind has to be prepared because the moksha is in the form of knowledge. Knowledge happens in the mind, in the buddhi. If the buddhi is not ready, you won't understand knowledge. You will say, I have studied 3 years, 4 years, 10 years. I don't get it. I'm still the same because the mind is not ready. And it's not easy for anybody. It's not easy. Because we have been coming here for janma to janma to janma. From beginningless time, Jiva is here. From the beginningless time. You have sanchita karma, your bank account. All the karmas you do go into the sanchita account. And out of that, some come out to give you prarabdha karma, which is happening now. Then while doing karmas, you add more karmas, agami karmas. So it's endless, countless. So, anyway, so all these, so to prepare the mind, you have to offer to Ishwara. That's what the verse says. And I say, Bhagavan, phala will be there. You don't want small result. Okay, what phala? Karmas is there, karma vashyam bhavi has to give karma phala. So what is your karma phala? Antakarna shuddhi. Bhagavan, please prepare my mind. I want to have neutralized these ragas and dveshas. That's what the shuddhi is. I want people to be what they are. Let them be. Leave them alone. I don't like this person. I like this person. That's okay. Leave them alone. They have their own lives to live. They have their own prarabdha. They have their own upbringing. They have their own desires. Let them be. You focus on yourself. So that attitude that I am doing these rituals for my neutralizing my ragas and dveshas, my antakarna shuddhi, Bhagavan. This is my phala. I want that. Because I am interested only in you, Ishwara. I want to know you. There was a song, English song. I want to know you, go God. Something like that was there. Oh, sweet Lord. Yeah, there was a song. I want to know you. It's by this group which went to India to see Mahesh Maharshi Yogi, That's the group who had this song created. Okay, so that's rituals. Then, okay, we got to go for break. We'll come back and yat dadasi. Whatever you give is for dhanam. Okay? And that also is very, very important. So we'll do it after break. Right now is 11, almost 11:10. So we'll be back 11:30. 11:05 I have. So you have coffee or tea or whatever you want. Relax.